You're a Dubai girl, and your name was on the credits of Ye Kali Kali Anke, which is out on Netflix now. You must be very excited, right? And it's a case of reflected pride for all of us, Saloni. Perhaps you can tell us, how did a Dubai girl reach Bollywood?
Since seventh or eighth standard, I was very interested in photography and still images, visuals, and that's when I used to talk to some of my teachers, and they used to kind of. I studied in Aro in Sharjah,
Okay.
which is a school,
Yes.
and they even initiated a lot of like photography competitions and workshops for us. Also, when academically or doing good, everyone expects you to take science, and the general atmosphere around you is like that
Mhm.
anywhere.
Yeah.
And but my parents were also very encouraging when I wanted to pursue humanities and take up the arts. That's when I came to Bombay to do my bachelor's in filmmaking, which I did from Whistling Woods. So yeah, after I completed my education with our own till my 12th, that's when I came to Bombay and I started practicing filmmaking.
Is it difficult though when you're in the UAE and then to come to like an alien city like Bombay, and there are so many like you, right, who are trying to make it in Bollywood? How difficult has it been to crack it?
I think that adapting to Bombay from Dubai was not that difficult for me, also because of the way Bombay has developed now. And, it is also a metro city. So I feel that difference when I come to my hometown, when I come to Goa, because Goa is still a more different place than a city like Bombay and Dubai. And I like now I don't go back to Dubai that often because it's very difficult to take time between projects,
Yeah.
because when you're working you sometimes get a month off or two, and sometimes if you're signed on to the next project, then you have to come back very fast.
Mhm.
But when I go to Dubai now, it feels very different, because while I was growing up, it was always like I was either at home or at school, and those relationships kind of made what Dubai was for me. And now a lot of my friends are not there. Some
Right.
of them are
Right.
moving abroad. Some of
Yeah.
them are finding their place back to Dubai because they want to come and, again settle there. Like for me now, when I ask my parents, Acha, like, when are you guys, are you all planning to come back? So they're like, no, we are very happy. We think we will spend the rest of our lives here only, because I came to Bombay at like 18, 19. For me, it's very difficult to again think of, like how it is to move when you're so young, because they
Yeah.
also moved to Dubai when they were in their mid 20s. And, for them, life had started again over there.
You would call Ye Kali Kali Anke your biggest, right? In terms of just like, I know you've done other projects, but this is the one that seems to have defined your career so far. Is it like your biggest?
This is the first, I think, OTT release that I have had. Everything else has been more independent projects that usually go to festivals, and, nothing that has been out.
I saw the series and I loved it. I binge watched it, and I even thought the way it was done, it was so good. Even the cinematography to the acting to the plot twist,
Yeah.
everything worked for it. Was it challenging to work on a huge show such as this?
The director and the cinematographer, who I was the second assistant to, they were quite clear with what they wanted and how they wanted to treat it. It was challenging, but I think because everyone was doing their specific role very well, it was quite easy for us to communicate with everyone.
Being the second in command, like the second assistant, etc., it clearly shows that you have to work your way up, right, Saloni? I mean, nothing is handed to you on a platter. So is that how you have made your peace with that you need to serve your time in Bollywood before you get that big break?
Yeah, I think of course, because even when I finished in film school, they don't teach you how to be an assistant. They teach you how to become a cinematographer. They will teach you the technical aspects as well as the creative aspects. But being an assistant and learning like how to do the logistical bit or how to do the executional bit is something that you only get through experience. It's like everyone who wants to then become a DOP will have assistants, and you need to know how to, divide your work. It is very important to know what to ask your assistants to do, because sometimes you can also be very caught up with talking to the director, and then there are so many different fields, so it's difficult to talk to everyone. And when you have assistants, it's a bit more smoother, the entire process.
You don't have any connections in Bollywood, right, Saloni? I mean, you made it on your own steam. There's always a question of, should I allow my children to go to Bollywood because it's such a brutal place? Because without connections, you often get exploited, etc. In your case, did your parents have this, apprehension? How did they let you go into the big bad world
um
of Bollywood?
Of course, I think they did have the apprehension, but also, they were able to give me that kind of education and let me go to a film school where I can at least have, education or technical knowledge that backs me. When I walk onto a film set, people know that, okay, this person knows something because she has studied it or has, practiced it more than studying.
In fact, I was talking to Manoj Bajpayee just for IFFI Goa. He was there at the film festival for
Okay.
Dispatch. And he was telling me the
Yeah.
number of women on a set has increased. Like in Gulmohar, I think he was telling me that he to see so many women on a set was so heartening. In your case as well, do you feel there are more women doing the technical side of things? See, being not just being an actress.
It has grown in the last 10 to 12 years.
Mhm.
But for me, when I walk onto a set, for me, it's still like, I need to see more women
Oh,
on
okay.
set. So,
Okay.
yeah, because even in film school, to be very honest, there were around 150 people in my batch, and out of that, there were only 25 who were girls.
Do you feel with OTTs coming in, is it better? Does it get better for a woman to work? I mean, is it a safe working space for women?
I'm not sure that, it is as safe as it should be, because personally also there are people whom I've heard from where, there are certain times where it's not been the best place. That's something that is going to take a lot of time to come, even like around us in the society, for it to come to any specific field like
Mhm.
ours. But with the number of women coming in, I think we are starting to demand that we need, like, okay, we need these washrooms even in these kind of locations.
Yes.
And because we were shooting in places like Manali, and, we were shooting on a lot of live locations. But the production was very good. We had, like mobile loos and everything. Yeah, so the production company we were working with was called Storm, and they were quite accommodating to everyone on set. So
So
I
that's
think small
nice.
things like this, then I would personally want more women to be on set, because I know that I can assure them that there's this kind of quality that, it's not just ki like, we are there, we of course we will give our best to work in any condition, but it shouldn't be that we have to face certain conditions just because of our gender,
Yeah, that's
right?
very.
So we are ready to work 200%, but we also want that quality.
What exactly is your job? When you say you're an assistant to a cinematographer, what's your job description like?
So basically, the cinematographer decides on, the visuals, how he wants to shoot the actors in every scene. So, for example, if this is a certain scene, we have like a short plan, like how we are going to frame the character. We are going to either have a close or a wide or an extreme wide. And my job as an assistant is to help cinematographer execute that. So I
Right.
will make sure that the camera is on time on the set. I will make sure that if we need to take a certain shot, what lens we require for that. I'll make sure that I've spoken to production that I need all of these things on set at this particular time. HOD doesn't have to face any, logistical issues for him to creatively process whatever he wants to, and to give them that space. And then also, like, to make camera reports. So it's mainly to sort out all the logistics. When the cinematographer trusts his or her assistants, then they want to involve you more in the creative process.
What's next for you? Like, do they call you? Like, for I know there's a next season because it had a cliffhanger.
The director has been writing, is what I've heard from my HOD. He's
So
still
yeah.
in that process. He's still in that zone of writing. But it will take some time for us to even, go on floors and for them to again get that entire team together. Because once you finish a project, people tend to go on to another project because it's actually very difficult in itself to get projects, back to back. Just after this project, if other people like costume team, production design team, all the HODs, if they're involved in other projects, it'll be very difficult to again get them on a third season. But I think the team that we had, everyone was very happy with it. The production, the producers are very happy with. They had to deal with us on a daily basis, and everything went very smooth.
Were you there for the first season or you came in on the second season?
No, I was not there for the first season.
Oh, okay. So, is there
I
like an
was
audition that happens? How does it work? How do they rope in all of y'all?
for teams like camera team or direction team, they usually look for our experience. So what projects we have done before in a similar space or not. And luckily, Murli Krishna, who's the DP, who's the cinematographer, he belonged to my film school.
Ah,
So he
lovely. So those
wanted
are the.
to find assistance from the film school
What did
forward.
you do with your first paycheck, or did you get paid at all? I hope you did.
No, of course, I did get paid. Yeah, it must be something related to like the place I stay, like getting curtains because the windows have been without curtains for like months, and you're like, huh, one day I'll put up curtains, when
Once I
I
get
actually find,
a
yeah,
good
once
rate.
I get like the money.
What would you say to all those kids in perhaps actor and technical film hopefuls, in Sharjah or be it Dubai? Like, what was your suggestion to them now that you've done the time a bit?
If they have the privilege to go to a film school and study or to come on set and be on set and just give some time to being on set and seeing how it is, I think that will be a very good experience than just going on here say ki, people say that, oh, this place is not that good for like women or just people in general to be. It's not a good life. It's this and that. Before that, just try being coming if they can.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
See you.
Have
Have
a
a good
great
day.
day.